Tonight on News 5 Live, a gangland execution in the Abra area on Sunday night. 34-year-old Orel Leslie is dispatched in a shower of bullets. An attempt is made on the life of William Fox on Western Avenue. A young fisherman turns up dead after being missing at sea for over a week. And Kendall Morgan is the new Queen of the Bay designate. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Make your summer better. Over $30,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan. Use $100 or more regular prepaid credit. Do a SIM swap or text in to the short code 786. In the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase.
No waste, no time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes. All methods give you more chances to win. Local airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize valued at $10,000, courtesy of Smart and the Belize Tourism Board.
Promotion ends September 15th. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart's Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
Get ready, babe. We're going on a vacation.
Finally, where are we going?
Don't worry, babe. I have we covered.
Are you sure you know where we're going?
Yes, babe. Oh, right there, see? Babe, the price me too good to be true. Me look much more better in that picture.
When life throws you a curveball, Belize Bank has your back. With our online financing, you can turn any vacation mishap into a dream getaway.
Cheers to Belize Bank for making our dream vacation a reality.
Thanks to you, babes, to turn things around.
No thanks to you, cheapo.
Ouch.
Experience the future of financing with Belize Bank online, where you can secure funds for anything, from anywhere, at any time, all without stepping foot in a bank. Apply for a loan today and unlock a world of possibilities.
LG dual inverter compressor cools air faster by operating at speeds as high as 120 Hz with more stability compared to conventional models. It also saves up to 70% more energy by operating at speeds as low as 10 Hz with more stability. It reduces torque vibration down to 40% for quiet outdoor unit operation. Stable operation with low vibrations also results in increased durability.
How does investment services work? For example, Joe's Construction wants to expand its operations by purchasing new equipment and hiring additional staff. How can Joe's Construction get an investment loan? The answer: Investment Services appraises the loan application and focuses on two key areas: adequate collateral and repayability. Investment Services will also consider how Belizeans and the economy will benefit from this new investment through job creation and business growth. The terms and conditions for Joe's Construction loan will be based on the purpose and cash flow. After recommendation and approval, the loan is disbursed. SSB remains committed to proper management of the fund through prudent and responsible investments for the benefit of its beneficiaries, employers, and the Belizean economy. Social Security Board, an investment for you, your family, your future.
newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, August 28th. I am Sabrina Daly. Residents in the area of Albert Street West and Yabra in Belize City are still shaken from the gun violence on Sunday night. They were, for the most part, inside their homes when what sounded like an automatic rifle unleashing rounds after rounds of bullets on a target permeated the air. There would be a short pause and then another round of gunfire. As many as 40 expended shells were recovered from the scene, where police say a 9mm pistol and a .40 caliber weapon with extended clips were used to carry out the execution. The sound of a vehicle speeding off was later heard. The news then spread like wildfire that 34-year-old Orel Leslie had been murdered as he headed home on Yabra Road in Belize City. Leslie was a suspect in a murder back in 2012 and was a known affiliate of a notorious gang in the Lake Independence area of Belize City. He was subsequently acquitted of the murder charge 5 years ago and was, as well, a well-known businessman as his family owns several pharmacies. But did Leslie's criminal involvement come back to haunt him? News 5's Dwayne Moody reports.
He was traveling inside his red pickup truck on Yarborough Road en route to his home on Dickerson Street. Orel Leslie was on the phone with his girlfriend and less than 2 blocks away from his house. As he approached the pedestrian crossing in front of Mount Zion Seventh-day Adventist Church, Leslie was ambushed by 2 gunmen who unleashed a barrage of bullets in his direction. He told his girlfriend that he was shot and later lost consciousness before crashing into a tree and fence at the St. John's Anglican Cathedral.
Upon the arrival, they found one Orel Leslie, 34 years, with gunshot injuries to the body. Information received that he was passing in that area when he was approached by 2 male persons who fired several shots at his direction whilst he was inside the vehicle.
Reports are that even after he drove off, the gunmen ran up to the crashed vehicle to unleash another barrage of bullets on Leslie. Moments after the shooting, his girlfriend arrived on the scene. She combed the vehicle before police arrived on the scene, and Leslie was rushed to the Belize Medical Associates, where he was pronounced dead on arrival.
A quick police response led to the detention of 2 male persons on a motorcycle suspected to be the shooters. Recovered from them was 1 9mm pistol with 2 extended clips. Investigation into this matter continues.
Sir, but we have received reports that automatic type weapon was used, and we know that we received reports also that 40 caliber rounds were found.
These weapons are not automatic. They are semi-automatic. It's a 9mm pistol and a 40 caliber weapon.
9mm. Okay, so but only the 9mm you recovered.
Only the 1 9mm was recovered.
In an interesting twist, ACP Gilberto Romero confirms that a stolen 9mm pistol was also discovered in Leslie's vehicle.
A 9mm pistol was found in his vehicle.
Is it licensed? I understand it's licensed but stolen.
Yes, it is a stolen firearm. It was reported stolen about 2 weeks ago.
Now, I understand a suspect is wanted in that alleged, in that theft.
Yes, 1 person is wanted. Yes.
Is that person, a female, linked with the gang that Mr. Leslie?
We do not know. We only have the 2 persons that were apprehended at this time as suspects.
Leslie was no stranger to the law. He was one of several men charged for the November 2012 murder of BDF soldier James Morales. In 2015, he, along with Tyrone Main and Brandon Baptist, was freed of the charge in a trial before Justice Strada Gonzalez. The DPP appealed the decision of the Supreme Court, and a retrial was ordered by the Court of Appeal in 2017. In July 2018, the trio was once again acquitted of the murder. That same year, Leslie brought a lawsuit against the Belize Central Prison, claiming that he was mistreated and suffered harsh conditions while behind bars.
He got ill several times. He was dehydrated. There were basic things like water that was reduced. They took away his deodorant, his toothpaste. He was not allowed to even go outside and have exercise. He was locked down in, sometimes, not in all the cells, behind what they call the iron curtain. That means you have no ventilation, just an iron door with a little window which has a glass. It's a form of punishment. There's no electricity. You are literally placed in a dark, dank place. No mattress, no sponge, nothing to sleep on except a cement slab. When we complained, eventually he got a sheet.
There has been a simmering feud between rival gangs in Lake Independence, and Leslie was a known affiliate of the Bacalan's Crips. In a way, Leslie's execution was foreshadowed. In fact, News 5 understands that the persons detained following the shooting are members of the PIV gang. They were intercepted by police on a motorcycle near Palote High School.
They were on a stolen motorcycle. They were intercepted by the Flag Monument area, by the Palote roundabout.
Can you confirm that these persons are connected with a gang in the city?
Yes, they are connected.
So is the indication that the murder of Mr. Leslie was related to gang activity?
That is correct.
From what the police know, was he still involved with the gang at the time of his murder?
We have certain information, and we are following up leads that we have, but I cannot confirm it if he was active in the gang at this time.
Police are preparing for reprisal as a result of this murder.
We are setting up an operation to minimize the threat of retaliation, but yes, we expect some form of retaliation.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.
A former Belize Defense Force soldier has been remanded to the Belize Central Prison in connection with a shooting incident in Belize City. Reports are that on Saturday night, police responded to the scene of a shooting on Western Avenue. When they arrived, they were informed that two men on motorcycle were seen traveling on Western Avenue coming from the direction of Mahogany Street. Several shots were fired from the motorcycle as the men approached a property where 50-year-old William Fox was socializing. Fox sustained injuries to the foot. Several expended shells were retrieved from the scene. Police also found a Milan brand motorcycle that was left behind by the shooter. A 9mm pistol with 12 live rounds was also discovered. Police say they also found a key on the motorcycle with a key holder that contained a picture of Tevin Devon Montero. This afternoon, he appeared before a senior magistrate where he was read 4 charges: 1 count of use of deadly means of harm, 1 count of dangerous harm, 1 count of kept unlicensed firearm, and 1 count of kept unlicensed ammunition. The senior magistrate explained to him that 2 of the offenses for which he is charged are indictable offenses, which means no plea will be taken from him. Montero was denied bail and remanded into custody at the Belize Central Prison until October 30th, 2023.
On the 26th day of August 2023, police responded to a shooting incident at Western Avenue. Upon their arrival, they found William Fox with a gunshot injury. He was taken to the KHMH where he is in a stable condition. Information is that he was inside a yard with other male persons when they were approached by a male person on a motorcycle who fired several shots in their direction, causing his injury. The male person attempted to flee, and they pursued him, and the person was caught shortly thereafter. He was identified as Kevin Montero. Police recovered a 9mm pistol from him along with the motorcycle. He has been arrested and charged for attempted murder, dangerous harm, and possession of unlicensed firearm and ammunition.
A man was shot and stabbed in the Antelope Street Extension area on Sunday night, and police say that he came under fire when 3 men went to rob a shop where he was. The victim, who was identified as Linsford McKenzie, reportedly discharged himself from the KHMH Assistant Commissioner of Police Gilberto Romero, who is the regional commander of Eastern Division, shared with the media what investigators have gathered so far.
Around 7:40 p.m., police responded to a shooting at Antelope Street Extension area. Upon the arrival, they found Linsford Mackenzie with a gunshot injury to the body. He was taken to the KHMH, where he is presently listed in a critical condition. Information that he was at home along with two other persons when 3 male persons came to the house, and a struggle ensued between them. One of the persons fired a single shot that caught him, and he was also stabbed. The persons then fled from the area. We are seeking one suspect in regards to this shooting.
What was the motive for this aggravated burglary?
The motive we have established is aggravated burglar. They wanted to rob the place or the house of their personal belongings.
Reports are that Mackenzie discharged himself from the hospital. 24-year-old Everil Sambula, a resident of Partridge Street in Belize City, has been acquitted of 2 firearm-related offenses. In May 2019, he was charged for kept unlicensed firearm and ammunition after police said that he had knowledge of a .38 special revolver and 3 rounds of matching ammunition. But in a trial before the lower courts, Sambula was freed of the charges after the prosecutor closed his case and did not tender into evidence the pistol and ammunition that the police claimed belonged to him. Sambula was represented in court by attorney Ronel Gonzalez. The prosecution's evidence was led by a police witness who testified that on the day in question he saw Sambula toss an object in a yard under a house. When escorted back to the location, they claimed to have found firearm that was loaded with 3 live rounds. Coming up, missing fishermen found dead at sea. Family suspects foul play. We'll have more details when we come back.
Enjoy more of your favorite social media platforms with Digi's new prepaid social media plans. Experience social connectivity like never before. Choose from 3 amazing plans starting as low as $3.50. With up to 4 times more any use data and tons of social media data in each plan, you get more value for your money. Only with Digi can you enjoy unlimited social media access with the Social Pro plan. Prepaid mobile customers, it's time to be social. Like more, chat more, and post more. Dial *700# to purchase, or purchase from your Digi wallet or visit the DigiGo app. Try Digi's new social media data plans today. Digi, our national telecom.
My name is Lindsay Rosales and I am going in Belize Adventist College. A past retired teacher from my community explained to us that all the topics will be posted on Facebook in the hashtag Let's Talk Energy.
Our students were tutored and mentored by 2 past teachers in Caledonia, Miriam Alcocer and Carmela Barbosa.
I am a science major and this helped me because I am studying physics, and in physics there is a topic of electricity.
I asked Lindsay how she prepared. She said every evening I have evening classes and I go and study. You know, that shows the motivation and drive of our children. This is the initiative that we would like to cultivate a culture for our students here at the Belize Adventist College. Work hard, be persistent, and it pays off.
I am proud of myself because sometimes I doubt of myself because I thought I couldn't do it, but now I feel happy, proud, and I know that my mom is proud of me.
I feel proud about my daughter that win the second of this challenge.
I'm happy BL ventured out in this initiative because our children then can broaden their knowledge and can be more conscientious of our energy and the usage and misuse of energy. And also it contributes to their household, it contributes to them financially. So we're happy that you all came up with this challenge.
This is how Minister Rodwell Ferguson uses his ministerial power. In these texts, he is promising this lady to use his power to help her get a gun license if she sends naked pictures of herself to him. Minister Ferguson, this isn't what the people of Stan Creek West elected you to do. You are not honorable. You are just another sick and disgusting cabinet minister exposed. You should do the honorable thing and resign now. Rodwell Ferguson, not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
Get between Belize City, Key Cocker, and San Pedro on a ferry faster than anyone else with Caribbean Sprinter. You better Belize it. Get with us online at sprinter.bz.
Investment climate in Belize is very good. It's excellent.
Lies, Prime Minister. Belizean-owned businesses are closing down left, right, and center. Meanwhile, big investments by legitimate Belizean businessmen are rejected in favor of two dubious investors. And their multinational partners who have no interest in Belize aside from destroying our natural resources and taking all they can from a developing country. Prime Minister, stop lie. You promised todos ganamos, but only the privileged are winning.
And that is why we felt it was important to be able to have another investment summit, which we'll have again in San Pedro.
So, PM, will you tell your investment summit participants that local investors in Belize are going out of business? That local cruise ship investors are sidelined in favor of special interest projects? And that your policies are destabilizing legitimate investments in Belize?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Francis Renault Concert Series is back and presents the Electric 80s. Join us at the Bliss Center for 2 nights of colorful performances, starting on Friday, September 1st at 8 p.m. and also Saturday, September 2nd at 8 p.m. Come out as vibrant voices whisk you away, back in time with celebrated 80s hits. Tickets are available at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts and are $25 for general admission, $40 reserved, and $50 premium. For more information on how to get your tickets, contact 600-7453. Join us for the fun. Join us for the flair. Join us on September 1st and 2nd for an electric event of 80s musical magic. Sponsored by BTV, NCC, Travelers Liquors, Puma, Full Tech Systems, and the Angelus Press Limited. Partners with BEL, Smart, Niche, and PUC.
Mexican national Javier Martinez was one of several persons arrested in Corozal last week under the belief that they were hired guns sent to Belize to carry out an execution. After several days in detention, the Belize Police Department was unable to link the men to organized crime. While 6 of his countrymen have since been expelled from Belize, Martinez, a civil engineer who was granted permission to work here for a period of 12 months, was charged for failing to present himself to an immigration officer. He pleaded guilty and paid a fine of $1,000, but Martinez is still being held in custody, pending other possible charges. Attorney Brian Neal spoke on behalf of his client following today's developments.
He was charged, this man entered Belize and a report was made that he was some member of the Mexican cartel. The police have had a week to investigate. They've had this man in custody for more than 72 hours in violation of the Constitution. This morning now, they bring a charge against him to say that he entered and did not present himself to a an immigration officer. He paid his fine, and the magistrate ordered him to be taken and expelled from Belize. Once I paid the fine and came to immigration to follow up, to make sure that he is released, now they are telling me that they intend to charge him with some other crime. I don't know what crime that is. I am waiting to hear from the Director of Immigration. I must say that these immigration officers that I was dealing with presented themselves in a very professional manner, but they are subject to orders from people on high who are not conducting themselves the way their junior officers are. So I will wait to see what is the next step, but I cannot say because it seems that the rules change as we go along. So I cannot say what is the next step. I think you should direct your interview at the Director of Immigration. She is the one calling the shots.
Earlier by the court I had asked you about when did you come into the picture, what was the instruction from your client, how did it reach to this stage you thought your client was already released?
I expected him to be released last week, as I had said. Late Friday, I was contacted by his family again to say that they didn't know where he was. I had to make checks. It's not until this morning I was able to find him. Finally, we went to court. He paid his fine, and just as he was to be released, I am being told now that the Director of Immigration wants to charge him with additional crimes. So I cannot say more than that until I find out more.
A pair of armed thieves held up the employees of Puma Freetown service station on Saturday before making off with an undisclosed sum of money. According to police, the duo arrived at the location and proceeded to relieve the gas attendants of cash at gunpoint, then entered the business and also robbed those inside of the day's earnings.
On Saturday, the 26th of August 2023, police responded to a robbery report at the Puma gas station on Freetown Road. Upon their arrival, the attendants reported that 2 male persons came there armed with firearms, held them up, stole cash. Then they proceeded into the building where they also robbed of this undisclosed amount of cash. We are seeking 2 suspects in regards to this robbery.
We know that there has been for a long time an active checkpoint in the area, but I think it's not active anymore. What's the situation there?
No, we have a checkpoint on the Belcan Bridge. There was also a security guard at the establishment, but they were held up with the firearms and they proceeded to steal some cash. Yes, we are looking for 2 suspects at this time. Yes, from Belize City.
36-year-old Shane Jones has been charged with robbery after he attacked a call center agent and her young child and stealing a purse containing money, bank cards, and several other personal documents. The incident happened on August 18th while Cheyenne Ramirez, a resident of Burlboom Village, was walking along East Collet Canal towards Novella's bus terminal. During the attack, Jones allegedly struggled with Ramirez for the purse, causing her baby to fall, hitting her head on the pavement. Fearing for her life, Ramirez said that she could not fight back, and her attacker then jumped on a bicycle and rode towards Conchel Bay. Jones, who was recently released from prison, appeared unrepresented before a senior magistrate today, where he pleaded not guilty and was offered bail of $3,000 plus 1 surety of the same amount. He is to return to court on October 25th, 2023. A hit and run in Belize City on Friday night has claimed the life of a Belize City resident. 52-year-old Radcliffe Codd was riding a bicycle along the Philip Gosen Highway when he was knocked down by someone driving a black Kia Sports utility vehicle. The motorist and cyclist were both headed in the same direction at the same time of the incident. Upon receiving information of what had taken place, police responded to an area in front of A&R Enterprises Limited, where they observed Codd unconscious, face down in the middle of the highway. He had suffered severe head and body injuries and was transported to the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, where he passed away on Sunday morning. Assistant Commissioner of Police Alberto Romero provides additional details of the incident.
On Friday, the 25th of August 2023, police responded to a fatal hit-and-run accident in front of A&R. Upon the arrival, they found Radcliffe Codd with injuries. Information is that he was riding a bicycle heading towards Belama area when he was hit from behind by a vehicle. He was taken to the KHMH for treatment, where he succumbed to his injuries on Sunday. We are presently looking for a vehicle in regards to this fatal RT as the vehicle fled from the scene. Yes, we have a description and we are following up to try and establish which vehicle is this.
Sir, have surveillance cameras?
Yes, that is part of the investigation. We are looking at surveillance cameras in that area.
Today marks 1 week since a young man left his home in Concepcion Village, messaged his mother informing her that he was going fishing with his father-in-law, as he normally did, and that he'd be back in a couple of days. But he went missing during the fishing expedition, and his body was found on Sunday. The police have no information on the matter as yet, but his mother told News 5's Marian Ali that fisher folks from their surrounding villages have repeatedly come under attack from pirates at sea, and she believes that they robbed and killed her son. Here's that report.
The villagers of Copperbank are shocked that a young fisherman who set out to sea 1 week ago in southern Belize has ended up dead, and they believe that he, like many of the fisher folks from surrounding communities, was the victim of sea piracy and murder. The body of 18-year-old Randy Gorosika was discovered on Sunday. His mother, Rosie Gorosika, told News 5 via a translator that her son had been going fishing with a group of fishermen from Sartaneja for the past month without incident. When Randy messaged her last Monday to inform her that he was heading to sea, Gorosika had no idea that would be their last communication.
Cuando él se fue, él me mandó un mensaje.
He sent me a message saying that he is leaving and that he loves me and to take care, and I replied to him to take care of himself too because he's going in the sea, and then he left. I wasn't here. I was taking care of my mom in Belmopan, and he only sent takes when he was leaving and when he has come back, so it was normally just texts he sends.
The police have not released any information as yet on the incident, but Rosie Gorasika says the group normally lives in a skiff, and when they reach their fishing area, they go individually indoors to fish. She is convinced that her son was the victim of sea piracy.
Porque los demás que están en el bote.
At 12 o'clock, they seen him fishing with his dory, and at 2 o'clock was the last time they saw him, and when they look around, they didn't see him anywhere. These persons, I don't know, come and do your armed robbery, and this time we don't know if they take away his product. We haven't seen his body as yet, but what we have heard is that he was found. They say it had some bruise. We don't know because we haven't seen the body. We're just waiting for the
autopsy. Yeah. Now this mother is preparing to lay her only son, who turned 18 just 2 months ago, to rest. She appeals to the police to investigate his death.
To other fishermen had happened before, but to him is the first time. To investigate more beyond about what exactly happened to him, because this is not the first time that it had happened.
As we reported, the police haven't yet released any information on the incident, and the post-mortem examination is still pending. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
After the break, Kendall Morgan is the new Queen of the Bay designate. We'll tell you about that, but first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
From generation to generation, Crystal Water is there every step of the way. Taste you can trust.
Do you know how to choose the best engine oil for your car? We believe the best engine oil should provide optimal performance and ultimate protection for longer. For Quartz engine oil, our engineers have formulated age resistance technology, also known as ART. It's a breakthrough innovation. The interaction between oil molecules is increased, creating a super-resistant molecular structure. So whatever the conditions, it helps to prevent the lubricant protective film from breaking. Any engine is exposed to harsh conditions: extreme temperature and pressure, friction, sludge accumulation. The molecular structure of Quartz with ART stays strong to perfectly lubricate and protect engine parts in all conditions. And the results are outstanding. Protection against sludge buildup improved by 18%. Protection against mechanical wear improved by 74%. Thanks to Quartz with ART, save on maintenance and preserve your engine's power. So next time you wonder which engine oil to use, choose performance and protection that last longer. Quartz with age resistance technology. Keep your engine younger for longer.
was a student, ICB was there to protect me, ensuring my education and future. When I got my first car, ICB was there to protect me, providing excellent coverage and peace of mind on the road. When we moved into our first apartment, ICB was there to protect us, securing our belongings and giving us a sense of security. And when we got our first house, ICB was there for us, protecting our home and everything we've worked so hard for.
At every step of your life's journey, ICB is there for you. For more information, call 224-5328 or visit our nearest branch.
I think that the investment climate in Belize is very good. It's excellent.
Lies, Prime Minister. Belizean-owned businesses are closing down left, right, and center. Meanwhile, big investments by legitimate Belizean businessmen are rejected in favor of two dubious investors. And their multinational partners who have no interest in Belize aside from destroying our natural resources and taking all they can from a developing country. Prime Minister, stop lie. You promised todos ganamos, but only the privileged are winning.
And that is why we felt it was important to be able to have another investment summit, which we'll have again in San Pedro.
So, PM, will you tell your investment summit participants that local investors in Belize are going out of business? That local cruise ship investors are sidelined in favor of special interest projects? And that your policies are destabilizing legitimate investments in Belize?
My parents always said, when it's time to build, invest in quality products that last a lifetime, even if it means paying a little more. It is now my turn to invest in my own home, and it's not even a question. It has to be Oran Windows. My contractor recommends Oran because of the heavy-duty construction, the thickest gauge blades on the market, and the dual locks that allow lower louvers to close independently for privacy while the top remains open for airflow. These features make Oran aluminum louver windows the best on the market.
With Oran aluminum louver windows, you get strength, durability, and beauty with an added layer of security and protection against debris and damaging winds. Come in and check out the variety of sizes and colors at Design Depot, located at Mile 3 Philip Goldson Highway in Belize City.
The Office of the Prime Minister invites you to join us at the second annual Belize Investment Summit from August 30th to September 1st, 2023 at the Grand Caribe Resort on Umbergers Key. Belize, the land of endless potential, with a vibrant people and economy and a wealth of natural resources, is the region's premier investment hub, offering a range of opportunities across sectors including the blue, green, and orange economies. The Belize Investment Summit 2023 is your chance to explore these opportunities and connect with potential partners, investors, financiers, and stakeholders from across the globe. This 3-day summit will offer networking opportunities, site visits, one-on-one meetings, roundtable discussions, business pitches, an expo, and keynote presentations from government officials and industry leaders. Gain insight into Belize's investment climate and the incentives that make our country the destination for investment. Register now for the Belize Investment Summit 2023 and discover a world of opportunities. Be a believer. Invest in Belize. Thrive in Belize.
Make your summer better. Over $30,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan. Use $100 or more regular prepaid credit. Do a SIM swap or text in to the short code 786. In the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase.
No waste no time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes. All methods give you more chances to win local airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize valued at $10,000, courtesy of Smart and the Belize Tourism Board.
Promotion ends September 15th. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart's Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
This is how Minister Rodwell Ferguson uses his ministerial power. In these texts, he is promising this lady to use his power to help her get a gun license if she sends naked pictures of herself to him. Minister Ferguson, this isn't what the people of Stan Creek West elected you to do. You are not honorable. You are just another sick and disgusting cabinet minister exposed. You should do the honorable thing and resign now. Rodwell Ferguson, not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the House.
On Saturday night, the long-standing tradition of selecting a Queen of the Bay took place at the Belize City Civic Center. 8 young ladies from across the country, having won titles in their respective communities, competed for the coveted title to become the successor for reigning Queen Maslin Hanson. After a week of interviews and talent competition, not to mention the dreaded curtsy on Saturday night, only one came out as Queen of the Bay designate. Kendall Morgan from Belize Rural was successfully chosen and will be crowned on September 10th. News 5's Dwayne Moody reports.
The Queen of the Bay designate 2023-2024 is
Delegate number 2, Belize Rural, Kendall Morgan.
It was a lot of mixed emotions. Like, if you notice, the first thing I did was praying. Like, behind the scenes, before we came on the stage, I did a prayer and I said, God, if I win tonight, you're going to be the first person I praise. And so said, so done. I was hearing everyone getting an award, right? And I was like, no award, Kendall? No award? And boom, the National Queen of the Bay designate. So I'm forever grateful.
Still bursting with excitement and a sense of accomplishment, 20-year-old Miss Belize Rural Kendall Morgan is the new Queen of the Bay, and her name will forever be etched in history for having captured the crown. This biology and chemistry student at St. John's College Junior College is also a track and field athlete. She spoke about the transition to pageantry.
Before I came into this pageant, training as Miss Belize Rural, I was just an athlete and used to floss and tennis. And so they had to break me in with the heels, the long heels, thin heels. You had to walk, setting your feet a kind of way. It was so difficult. Me crying, sleepless nights, curtsy, just a wall, squats, everything. I said, I can do this, I can do this. And every time it was like that same question. I can do this, I can do this, and so said, so done. We did it, not myself, but we as a community, we as a group. It's a feeling and a half, just to represent my community and where I come from, to show what the rural community has to offer. And we will do it again next year. And I'm saying it, we will do it again. I'm carrying it to the rural to inspire these young ladies to join this pageant and so that they can bring it home back to the rural.
A Boral Boom resident, Morgan advocates for youths in sports. During her reign, she wants to use the Queen of the Bay platform to expand this mission.
I have a list of sporting events that I want to do. I want to do some coach training so that we can have more coach and more equipment. I want to deal with partner with people from outside so that they can bring equipment so that they can equip these children so that they can be the new athletes in Belize and our country may be #1. I want to see that so bad, and it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
7 other delegates from across the country competed for the title in areas of introduction, talent, an interview, the curtsy, and the final question. Morgan says that she will support her fellow queens.
We are all queens, and I want us to continue to support each other. Women empowerment, as well as empowerment for the entire nation. We must empower each other, not only as women, but as male too. I want to see them achieve as much as they are, because we are some very intelligent young ladies, and they are very smart, and they have a mission, and I want to see them fulfill that. So go for it, ladies, go for it.
Capturing second place was Stand Creek West's Keely Fox, and third place went to Belmopan's Nevaeh Ramos. Dwayne Moody for News 5.
Miss Eloquent went to Miss Corozal Alina Iglesias. Miss Amity was Belize City Naya Boden. Miss Curtsy, Best Curtsy that is, went to Stand Creek West Keely Fox. Best Talent to Stand Creek Central Tori Chaplin. And Miss Photogenic was Miss Belmopan Nevaeh Ramos. Officials from the World Bank are in Belize to assist farmers invest in better forms of technology that are more climate resilient than what they are presently using. Farmers, particularly in the Valley of Peace area, will benefit from a loan project worth $25 million. That area, which is known to supply much of the country with cabbage, lettuce, and other produce, is prone to destruction when it floods. Today, World Bank Vice President for Latin America and the Caribbean, Felipe Jaramillo, spoke about the project after he toured the village, and Minister of Agriculture, Jose Abelardo May, explained that the beneficiaries of the loan have received monies before to help them with the same cause.
We have been working to help across several areas, including agriculture. And in agriculture, we have a brand new loan, a project for $25 million, which is about climate resiliency and trying to help farmers with better crops, better technology. We expect that at least 7,000 will benefit directly with some matching grants to improve the way that they farm. And we are also supporting extension services and hope with that to reach many more thousands of farmers, and also weather information so that farmers know what's the right time to plant and what risks they face. We are here at Valley of Peace, where I'm very glad to see the families and the farmers who have been working here for quite some time, and the World Bank supported with some funding these farmers here, particularly after COVID, when things were difficult, and they were able to use some of this funding to recover from the difficulties of the COVID crisis. And I'm glad to see that they've been thriving. They plant mainly in the summer, lots of different kinds of vegetables, and they tell me that they've been making progress every year, and we really hope to continue to support them in the future.
These farmers visited here today have been beneficiaries of World Bank projects in the past, and they are, I'm sure, will be beneficiaries of the next World Bank project we have coming online. The Vice President and his team want to see what we have done, how we have selected these farmers, what are the criteria, and I believe that we have done a good job of showing them how we have spent the money and how much more money we need for the farmers of this country. I think that they understand and they can appreciate from the statistics that agriculture has increased. Agriculture has grown in the country in only 3 years. And I think that they also are convinced that agriculture is a sector that the World Bank can invest in and they are certain that they will see the benefits of that investment in people. At the end of the day, these IFIs look at the social benefit. How can the country, how can the people benefit? How can you improve the lives of people? And so I think that the World Bank Vice President and the team will return to their offices, to their country, satisfied that we've done a good job.
Up next, 31st Women's Softball Nationals held in Belize City.
Every project has to start somewhere, and Brothers Habet's got you covered. We're the place for professionals because we understand success is built on quality and reliability. For the do-it-yourselfers seeking quality tools and materials to bring their out-of-the-box ideas to life, our paint department offers a kaleidoscope of hues to those looking to express their unique style. And for those seeking the perfect touch of elegance for their homes, we offer a curated collection of household fixtures and furnishings that caters to every taste. But what sets Brothers Habet apart is our exceptional customer service. Our employees go above and beyond to ensure that every customer's needs are met. We're here to see you through your building journey. Visit Brothers Habet and get started today, or call or WhatsApp us for a quote. See you soon.
Not only do we have the most reliable ferry service between San Pedro, Keycocker, and Belize City, we also have a pretty awesome crew. Check us out at sprinter.bz.
My name is Lindsay Rosales and I am going in Belize Adventist College. A past retired teacher from my community explained us that all the topics will be posted on Facebook in the hashtag Let's Talk Energy.
Our students were tutored and mentored by two past teachers in Caledonia, Miriam Alcocer and Carmela Barbosa.
I am a science major and this helped me because I am studying physics, and in physics there is a topic of electricity.
I asked Lindsay how she prepared. She said every evening I have evening classes and I go and study. You know, that shows the motivation and drive of our children. This is the initiative that we would like to cultivate a culture for our students here at the Belize Adventist College. Work hard, be persistent, and it pays off.
I am proud of myself because sometimes I doubt of myself because I thought I couldn't do it, but now I feel happy, proud, and I know that my mom is proud of me.
I feel proud about my daughter that win the second of this challenge.
I'm happy BL ventured out in this initiative because our children then can broaden their knowledge and can be more conscientious of our energy and the usage and misuse of energy. And also it contributes to their household, it contributes to them financially. So we're happy that you all came up with this challenge.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
This is how Minister Rodwell Ferguson uses his ministerial power. In these texts, he is promising this lady to use his power to help her get a gun license if she sends naked pictures of herself to him. Minister Ferguson, this isn't what the people of Stan Creek West elected you to do. You are not honorable. You are just another sick and disgusting cabinet minister exposed. You should do the honorable thing and resign now. Rodwell Ferguson, Not fit for the cabinet, not fit for the house.
At the Life Company, we understand that life can be demanding and fast-paced, so we've made it easier for you to contact us. Wherever you may be, and at your own convenience, you can now access our services through our social media platforms. RFNG Life is pleased to introduce our new LifeBot service. Request a quotation, make premium payments, speak to a customer service representative, and more from right where you are in the palm of your hands. Visit our website or Facebook page or WhatsApp us at 671-5143 to try out our new LifeBot service today. RFNG Life Insurance, the Life Company.
When designing your kitchen or bathroom, you want fixtures with functionality and style. Showcase your decor with these kitchen and bath fixtures, keeping in mind that the finish is the start of your design. Choose from our wide selection of Delta, Peerless, American Standard, and Easy Flow. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
I think that the investment climate in Belize is very good. It's excellent.
Lies, Prime Minister. Belizean-owned businesses are closing down left, right, and center. Meanwhile, big investments by legitimate Belizean businessmen are rejected in favor of two dubious investors and their multinational partners who have no interest in Belize aside from destroying our natural resources and taking all they can from a developing country. Prime Minister, stop lie. You promised todos ganamos, but only the privileged are winning.
And that is why we felt it was important to be able to have another investment summit, which we'll have again in San Pedro.
So, PM, will you tell your investment summit participants that local investors in Belize are going out of business? That local cruise ship investors are sidelined in favor of special interest projects? And that your policies are destabilizing legitimate investments in Belize?
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benque Viejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. Former American football athlete Ronnie Lott once said, "If you can believe it, the mind can achieve it." This weekend, the Belize Softball Federation hosted the 31st Women's Softball Nationals. The 8 teams that participated in this tournament believed and most definitely achieved. The games began on Friday night. In the first match, Doublehead Cabbage blew past San Narciso in a 9-1 finish. The umpire declared the mercy rule and brought an early end to the game. In the second match between the E-Cash Bulldogs and Roaring Creek, the umpire also declared the mercy rule early in the match. The Bulldogs scored 13 runs in the first inning and would go on to win the match 16-1. This was a shocker for fans, as many of them thought that the well-respected Roaring Creek team would have been a more formidable opponent. It was the third game of the night that brought the energy and competitiveness that softball fans enjoy. The defending champions Beacons took on Camalote Play Tune. Let's look at the runs scored. First, here is an outstanding defensive play by Camalote in the first inning. Beacons' Martin Nicholson is on third base. Nicholson with the lead off. The catcher throws to the third base, back to the catcher, and it's a full-fledged game of cat and mouse. And the fans are on their feet. We are at the bottom of the second inning. Beacons' Kesslin Lizama is up to bat with a runner on second and another on third. Beacons have 2 outs. Lizama connects the ball to bat on the third pitch and sends the ball spinning on the ground past the third base fielder. Josani Westby makes it home safely, scoring the first run of the match. Number 3, Christy Terry is now up to bat. She sends that one flying into the midfield on the first pitch. Outfielder Shanice Williams grabs a hold of the ball for a brief moment, but couldn't keep it in the mitt. Number 15, Lenice Alvarez makes it home safely. That's a second run in the second inning. At the top of the third inning, Camalote's Shanice Williams bunts the ball and she is safe at first base. Frances Koyi is up to bat. Shadley Huff pitches the ball and the catcher loses control. Williams steals to second base. Koyi hits the ball and it just passes the pitcher. She makes it safely to first base. Nadine Koyi is now up to bat for Camalote with runners in second and third and 2 outs. How with the pitch, it goes too low for the catcher. Williams sprints to home base and the umpire says she is safe. Nadine Koyi comes behind with this massive ground ball hit that passes by the second base to send Francis Koyi home to tie the game. Beacons would go on to score a third run in the third inning and a fourth run in the fourth inning. The game came down to the top of the fifth inning. Camalote up the bat, and this is their last opportunity to either tie the game or take the lead. Francis Koyi on third for Camalote with 1 out. Her pitches the ball and it pops up off the mitt of the catcher. Koyi sprints from third to home. She dives between Hur's legs at the plate. Hur gets the ball and tags Koyi. The umpire calls it an out. Beacons celebrate, but Camalote's coaching staff and fans are not happy with that call. The umpire would uphold the call and Beacons would go on to win the match. It was one of the most controversial calls of the tournament. On Sunday, it was all about the semi-finals. The 2 Belize City teams, E-Cash Bulldogs and Beacons, and the 2 teams from the Coyote District, Roaring Creek and Camalote, made it to this round of the tournament. E-Cash Bulldogs and Camalote Play Tunes played the first match of the semi-finals. Here's a quick recap of that match. We are at the bottom of the third inning for this one, folks. Play Tunes is leading the game 8-2. Here is the pitch and the ball is hit by Cindy Joseph into the center field, sending the runner in second base all the way to the home plate. That is 3 runs for the Bulldogs. Now in the 7th and final inning of the match, the game is still at 8-2. 2 strikes, 3 ball for Raven Card. That one pops up and the third base fielder is there to secure the first out. Second batter, 1 strike, the ball is hit to third base. Third base picks it up and throws it across the first base for the second out. Barbara Lanza is up to bat. That's a pop-up ball and an easy catch. Playtune wins the game and advances to the finals. This was a huge upset for E-Cash Bulldogs, who came into the semifinals undefeated and was one of the favorites to win the national tournament. The second matchup, the semifinals between Beacons and Roaring Creek, had to be postponed for safety reasons after a torrential downpour transformed the field into a swamp. A new date is yet to be announced. And from softball, we move into some basketball action. The William Dawson Sprite Digit Basketball Youth Tournament is nearing the playoffs as the competition heats up. Tonight, we highlight the match between City Boys and Protel BPO. Protel BPO secures the tip-off, but they are unable to make the basket at the rim. City Boys with the ball, pass down the right corner at the three-point line. Number 10 moves into the paint, gets the pass and puts up a step-back jumper for 2 points. On the other end of the court, Protel BPO throws in the ball. Number 4 at the free throw line with the hot hands for a 3-point basket. Number 7 for City Boys in control of the ball. He drives past 3 defenders and goes up at the rim. That's an easy-looking 2 points. Here he is again on the fast break, takes the opening on the baseline and puts up the layup while slapping the backboard. Here are some excellent ball movement in the second quarter by City Boys to secure a basket. On the other end of the court, Protel BPO comes alive with this 3-pointer from deep. Number 6 for Protel misses the layup. His teammate gets the rebound, passes right back to him, and that's a free layup. City Boys would continue to dominate the third and fourth quarters. They won the game 41-36 baskets. Finally, we would like to recognize volleyball athletes Edgar Martinez and Gabriel Nunes. They represented Belize in the 21st Central American Beach Volleyball Championships in Guatemala City. Unfortunately, Team Belize did not medal in this tournament. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, good night.